Ryan Matthews had always thought of his relationship with his wife Laura as a partnership built on friendship as much as love, but over time, cracks had begun to appear. Small lies, late nights, and emotional distance that Ryan initially tried to overlook, believing that patience and understanding could fix what he didn't fully understand. The tipping point came when Laura confessed, not with anger or guilt, but with a casual tone that cut deeper than any shouting match could, saying, "Ryan, you're like a brother to me," and leaving him stunned, his mind reeling as the weight of betrayal settled in his chest. It was a phrase that masked infidelity under the guise of familiarity, and for the first time, Ryan realized that their marriage was no longer a partnership, but a carefully maintained illusion. He felt a mixture of anger, sadness, and disbelief, but instead of lashing out, he took a step back, reflecting on his own life and what he truly wanted moving forward: respect, honesty, and the freedom to pursue happiness without deception hanging over him like a dark cloud. In the weeks that followed, Ryan focused on himself, nurturing hobbies he had neglected, reconnecting with friends who reminded him of his worth, and slowly regaining the confidence that had been eroded by years of half-truths and emotional distance. It was during this period that he met Megan, a thoughtful, intelligent woman whose humor and empathy reminded him of what partnership could feel like when built on mutual respect and honesty. Their connection was gradual, built on conversation, shared interests, and a genuine enjoyment of each other's company, and Ryan felt something he hadn't felt in years: excitement without fear, trust without suspicion. One evening, after months of careful consideration, Ryan decided it was time to introduce Megan to his family and close friends, a step that marked both his commitment and his readiness to move forward openly. The dinner was arranged, the atmosphere light, and as he led Megan into the room, he noticed Laura standing awkwardly near the entrance, her expression a mix of surprise and something harder to read, perhaps jealousy, perhaps regret. Ryan didn't react with anger. Instead, he smiled politely, introduced Megan, and observed how she carried herself with warmth and confidence, her presence effortlessly filling the space with calm and ease. Laura, for her part, struggled to respond, and for the first time, Ryan realized the extent to which their dynamic had shifted. The woman who once dismissed his feelings with casual familiarity now stood confronted by the reality of his life moving forward, a tangible demonstration that betrayal does not dictate the future unless one allows it to. Megan engaged everyone in conversation, effortlessly including Laura without tension, showing Ryan that moving forward didn't require animosity, only clarity, boundaries, and self-respect. As the evening progressed, Ryan noticed subtle signs in Laura. She attempted small smiles, made tentative conversation, but also seemed aware that the closeness and authenticity he shared with Megan were beyond her influence. Ryan, for his part, felt a quiet satisfaction, not of revenge, but of empowerment. He had chosen honesty and integrity over bitterness, action over stagnation, and in doing so had reclaimed control of his life, his emotions, and his future. By the end of the night, Laura quietly excused herself, leaving Ryan and Megan to enjoy the remainder of the gathering, and in that moment, he realized something important. Closure does not always come from confrontation or apology, but often from living fully, demonstrating boundaries, and choosing happiness in the presence of those who respect it. In the weeks that followed, Ryan continued to build his relationship with Megan, navigating challenges with honesty, patience, and trust, while maintaining cordial but distant boundaries with Laura. Each interaction reinforced his confidence, and he felt a deep sense of liberation, understanding that betrayal, though painful, does not have to define one's life. By embracing new beginnings without resentment, Ryan discovered that dignity lies not in punishment, but in moving forward deliberately, choosing joy over regret, and surrounding oneself with people who reflect the values of honesty, respect, and genuine care. Ultimately, Ryan realized that life after betrayal is not about erasing the past, but about shaping a future guided by self-respect, clear boundaries, and intentional choices, and that introducing Megan had been more than a social gesture. It had been a statement of resilience, independence, and the courage to embrace happiness even after heartbreak, leaving him confident, grounded, and ready to navigate life on his own terms.